You're traveling through another podcast. A podcast not only of books and booze, but of boobs. A journey into a literary land whose boundaries are that of the sci-fi fantasy. That's the novel up ahead. Your next stop, the Literary Lushes. Hello everyone, happy Halloween. Welcome to Literary Lushes with your hosts Megan
and Samantha.
And today is day 13 of our short stories. Today we're not doing any traditional short stories. We are doing hometown scary stories.
Yes, so I enthralled Megan with the Robert the Doll story for the Killer Doll Day.
Yes, which was freaking creepy, but anyways.
Yeah, and so for today, Megan has a scary story about a place that's very close to where we live.
Yes, it's a very well-known story in our area, in, like a tri-county area between Vero, Port St. Lucie, Fort Pierce, Martin County, like
really triangulating where we live.
Whatever. And you go as far south down as Palm Beach, and they even know about this story.
I don't.
Which is super weird to me that you don't know this story.
I wasn't raised here.
But you've been here for so long. Like, how? Like, what? Anyways.
Because I have a life.
Oh. Okay. So today's drink is a shot, and it's called Shallow Grave. So if you would hand me my makeshift shaker, because mine's dirty.
I feel like Vanna White.
That's how we're rolling.
Let me hand you your Pyrex measuring.
I don't even have my thing to measure out. I'm just going to use this as a measuring thing.
There we go. But just remember half Caesar, whatever.
Well, but we're making for two.
Yeah, but if you... Oh, yeah. Okay.
So if you're making it for two, you fill up one shot glass. We're doing apple juice and vodka.
Yes. That's the darkest apple juice I've ever seen.
I can't open it. There it goes.
There you go. So strong.
And again, if you're making it just for yourself, you do half a shot, but since we are making two...
That wasn't even all the way full.
I was trying to save room at the top.
For what?
For the rim.
Well, it's just going to go on the top. Oh, I see what you're saying. So it looks aesthetically pleasing.
Yes.
And then we're going to do a solid rim job.
We are using cinnamon sugar.
Literally cinnamon sugar.
I don't even know if the... Oh, it is open. Look at that.
Yeah, I checked before we started.
Oh, you're so good.
You're just going to shake and bake that right onto the plate. Ooh.
Ooh, that smells delicious.
Delicate around the edges, Not more than a finger or two.
There you go.
And I'm just going to go like this. How's that going? Good?
Actually, not bad. Because I don't want it too much.
Oh.
I mean, it is cinnamon. I don't want to be like...
Yeah, but don't you want to get it on the side so it
more?
looks pretty? Yeah, let's do it. I guess. Okay. And then you're just going to, after you delicately finish your rim job, you're going to really carefully pour it.
I don't want the ice to...
Pyrex measuring cup into your shot glass. It's going to taste like fall. I'm going to lick the rim. Tastes like apple pie. Cheers.
Oh, jeez. I'm going.
Oh, all the vodka was at the bottom. It was good, though.
That rim wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
It's cinnamon sugar.
Yeah. I don't know about licking. The story is called The Devil's Tree. It's a tree that's located in a park in Port St. Lucie.
Florida.
In Port St. Lucie, Florida, in America. The park, in case you were curious, Hammock Park. And it's in a residential area. It's not anything you would think, And this story happens in 1977. So I don't even think... Yeah, and I don't think the houses were really built there yet. It was just woods. Port St. Lucie was just woods. Jared John Schaefer.
Jared John Schaefer.
I'm just calling him Schaefer because it's easier for me. His dad beat him all the time because he was a boy, but never hit his sister. So he grew up resenting and admiring women.
So his dad wants him to be a girl?
No, I think he just beat him, but he wouldn't beat girls. So it was kind of one of those things. He got a little older. He would steal women's underwear and clothing and sneak off and then, dress up in them. And then would later abuse himself for doing such things. Rough childhood. Still doesn't excuse what happened. So anyway,
no, definitely not.
He grew up knowing he wanted to be in power, to be able to control a lot of things.
Sure.
So he actually tried to become a priest, and the priesthood was like, nah, you sketch. And if they're saying you sketch...
Is that a direct quote? Nah, you sketch.
I think it is. No, I'm just kidding. They said he was odd and other things like that. Like, he just wasn't what they were looking for. So he didn't become that. So then he actually became a principal at a school.
Because he should totally be near children.
He became a principal, but got fired a year later. So super bummed about that. So he decided to become a police officer.
No comment.
So while he was a police officer, he decided to kill 2 girls. And he killed...
As you do.
He said it's easier to kill 2 people at the same time rather than 1. So he would take them to the Devil's Tree, because it was so remote. Like, no one was around. You weren't finding anything. And then, not to mention, he was also a police officer. So if he pulled you over, you would pull over.
Yeah, but I wouldn't go with him.
If he held a gun to your head?
I'd probably take my chances.
If he held a gun to your friend's head?
I'd still probably take our chances.
I would too. This is what we learned. But this is probably why we learned it. So anyways, they go to the Devil's Tree, and he ties them up, and then he, molests them, and then kills them. And then buries them in a shallow grave, hence the drink, shallow grave.
By the tree?
By the tree. He goes back several times. The next few days, he keeps going back, digging up their body and having sex with their bodies.
Ew. Ew on so many levels.
Then he gets fired from this police job.
Can't imagine why.
He gets another police job at a different police in a different county.
No comment.
But he keeps doing this stuff. But he only got busted for the 2 girls because they ended up finding their bones later.
Wow. And probably
But
semen.
They said he killed, they think, at least 30 women.
But none of their bodies were at the Devil's Tree.
No. They found bodies on Hutchinson Island and just different places.
Ew, so do you think he had you know how and people who are in polyamorous relationships would be Monday.
Yeah, I think so.
Spends with Betty. So it's Monday he's at Hutchinson Island, Tuesday he's on the Devil's Tree.
So you want to hear how he got caught?
I mean, I don't have a choice. Let's hear this. I'm
So he
nervous.
kidnaps 2 girls. He
Okay.
ties them up at the Devil's Tree.
Easier than 1.
Ties them up at the Devil's Tree. He gets it, because he's doing this while all on duty, gets a freaking call to go out to a call. Leaves them tied
to
up.
the tree. Okay.
Goes to answer the call because he's on duty. They manage to get free, run to the nearest highway, and flag someone down. And because he didn't disguise himself, he was super easy to pick out.
I mean, and he clearly was in his police vehicle also.
So they only got him on the 2 murders and the 2 attempted. And I'm sure there's probably somebody's going to be like, it was actually this. I'm just telling you what I know from the articles that I've read.
And this was, it was the 70s.
1970s. He died in jail in 1995.
Good, I hope he got raped.
They say they don't know if the guards did it or if the inmates did it.
Oh, so he didn't commit suicide. He didn't die of natural causes. He got good.
So that's where the whole the true story comes from. The whole creepy, he's disgusting.
So nothing weird happened at that tree before.
Not before.
Okay.
So how it got its name, Devil Tree. So of course people heard about this. So then the legend is that the devil heard about Schaefer's murders and thought that it was so heinous that he could totally take up residence in the tree. Hence the name Devil's Tree. There have been...
a cute summer home?
Yeah. People have gone there to do worshiping. They've had cults of people getting completely naked and throwing blood everywhere and like just crazy. A rumor about the KKK doing things there.
Oh.
So a lot of crazy. So then the police were like, listen, this is not good. Because like bad things kept happening there. Like, you know, whatever. And then like some people were like, oh, we went out on the trail. Because like it's a really pretty park, actually. It really is a nice park.
Well, we'll have to
It's got beautiful trails and like.
We'll have to go on a little hiking trip to it.
So when you're there, you see like people they've heard women screaming. They say if you go in the women's bathroom, you can sometimes hear women screaming.
Oof.
They say you see figments in the woods and
Like
this
things running out of the corner of your eye.
Yeah,
I
and
hate
stuff.
when that happens.
So they say that kind of happens.
I'm like getting the cold sweats.
So the police were like, we got to end this because people were going there. Halloween, they like lock this place down because people go there on Halloween. And they're like, no. Where the weird part comes in.
Oh, that we're not to the weird part yet.
No.
Oh, okay.
This is like where it gets real creepy.
Real weird. Okay.
Like before it was like gross and horrible and heinous and then you got the legend and now you get to like, that's fucking weird.
I'm sweating. Continue.
So this tree, they decide, let's cut it down. Let's get rid of it. Let's just be done with it. People are coming here. They're doing bad things. Let's just get rid of it. They couldn't cut it down.
What?
Anytime they took like a chainsaw to it, the chainsaw broke. Anytime...
It's like Robert the Doll with the technology.
Anytime they took this saw, like just they're like, fine, screw we're just gonna use a regular saw. Saws break. Nothing could get this thing down.
Way.
So it's there, but it's unmarked. So how does the story of the Devil's Tree?
God, I'm nervous.
And with that we say,
Stay devilish with your libations.
I made a weird eye contact with the thing as I was drinking. I'm like, whoosh. That was awkward. Hello, everybody. Happy Halloween. Well, I want to redo that one. I have vodka all over my hand.
Could be worse.
Or wet the tip of your shot. What?
You're just gonna wet the tip. You're just gonna delicately moisten the rim. The O-ring, if you will.
We're going.
Let's get it real juicy. Ooh, it's like dripping. Oh, I just squeezed water in my glass. Oh. Yep.
I was like, that's gonna happen. I'm like, what happened in that other one?
From one of the other episodes. Oh, my wire got stuck.